we're ready. I hope the live stream is working out okay. Um, Welcome to Bow and Arrow Tarot, everybody. Thank you very much for stopping by. If you're stopping by this live stream, this is going to be the weekly reading for Taurus. And before I get started, I just want to let you all know that the Beautiful Creatures deck is the one that I'm giving away this month for April. So let me just wait a little. I'm going to wait another minute before I start the reading, let people join. Yeah, every month I give away a tarot deck or an oracle deck on my channel. And this month it is the Beautiful Creatures Tarot deck, which I love so much. And I haven't used in quite a while, but I will be using it for the weekly readings. The weekly general readings in any case, which I'm live streaming today. So we're almost at 5:30. The video wasn't due to start until 5:30, so I'm gonna wait a second. So in any case, all you have to do to be eligible to win this for this month, you can see last month's was here. I put that there to stabilize the box. But in any case, that was the March giveaway, the Animal Spirit deck, and this month it's this one. And all you have to do is be subscribed, leave me a comment on my channel letting me know that you're interested. All right, and that's it. All right, guys, that's all you have to do. And then April 30th, I will announce the winner. All right, so let's get right into it. It is 5:30, so now I'm going to get into shuffling a little bit your deck. Thank you so much, Taurus, for stopping by. We're going to get right into pulling out your romance angel messages, and then we'll get your animal spirits out. And we will go from there. I love Taurus. I'm a Taurus rising myself. So I like reading for Taurus, of course. I like reading for all, but new love is coming in for some of you. Heart-to-heart conversations for some of you. Nice. And we have separation. Wow. So some of you are dealing with separation. Maybe separation and a new love coming in on the heels of that. Hello, Marco Polo. How are you? Let's go ahead and get your animal spirits out, and then we will get into your spread for the week. So I pull out romance angel messages just to let you all know. 75, Generation X, that's me. I'm 71. The animal spirits I generally pull out. I was going to say the romance angels I pull out because even though this is a general reading for the week, we're not necessarily focusing in on love. It does give us an idea of what some of your love connections may be like this week. Now we're going to get into your animal spirits to see what kind of spirits are coming into your life, what kind of attributes you might be resonating with, or my cat is trying to get on the table, sorry about that, or people you're dealing with may be resonating with. So let's get into those. This was the deck that I gave away in March. All right, guys, straight out, we have the Phoenix associated with the first chakra, the root chakra, and really letting go of suffering. I'm going to get right into it. The Elk. Earth energy, and is the card, the spirit animal for the father. And we have the owl. Well, the owl is beautiful, blessings. In many, many cultures, the owl is revered as an animal spirit that brings wisdom and abundance. So let's take a look at your animal spirits before we get into your spread. We have the Phoenix. The Phoenix is associated with the root chakra. And in this deck, the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck, Kim Krantz has included the element of ether or spirit along with the other four, usual elements: earth, air, fire, and water. And the Phoenix is one of these elementals. It's a spirit elemental. It's associated with the root chakra. And here we're talking about letting go. The spirit of the Phoenix, we all know it's about, right? We know the story of the Phoenix. It's reborn from the ashes, right? But here, the spirit of the Phoenix here, we're talking about being reborn in this life because you simply have had enough of holding on to things that cause you suffering. It's not that you are burning bridges or mending bridges, that you're forgetting about it, that you are, ignoring the emotions associated with the past and painful things in the past. It is simply that pure desire not to suffer from it anymore, not to hold on to anything about it that causes you suffering. It is like a pure letting go. And this is what we talk about rising above. And also that letting go really it causes a feeling of weightlessness, a feeling of flying almost also, because there's no other reason to let go of these things except for your self-love and the fact that you just don't want to suffer under it anymore. It's a very strong animal spirit that comes into our lives, especially when we're going through a particular journey, I want to say. Going through a particular journey, having a lot of understandings, a lot of new experiences coming into our lives, a lot of times that will help to let go of that as well. Now, the elk is associated with the father. It is a strong earth animal spirit. It is associated with the authoritative father, the one who has wisdom. That's, his antlers are symbolic of that wisdom, that authority, the strength, etc., that branches out over the entire family, right? And so the elk is that energy, obviously masculine, protective. One thing with the elk, though, is that when it is in balance, it is the protective father, it is the supportive father. But when this energy is out of balance, it can be the domineering father, right? It can be the one who's too severe, too domineering, too authoritative. And sometimes when the spirit of the elk is around, we may be dealing with issues to do with our parents or our father figures in our lives, whether they are blood or non-blood. Whoever those father figures may be, you may be a father or becoming a father. And in either case, there's something to do with this energy, and something to do with that realm in your life, and you may be going through like a healing process. We do have heart-to-heart conversations, so some of you may be having heart-to-heart conversations with your fathers or with those father figures coming up this week. Now we have the owl, beautiful, beautiful animal spirit associated, of course, with air, but the owl is indeed the spirit for abundance and blessings, specifically blessings. And blessings, what I mean to say is that, some animal spirits are associated with wealth coming in and abundance coming in, right? So, for instance, the spirit of the elephant talks about abundance, right? But the owl, we talk about blessings. And blessings aren't always associated with abundance. Sometimes blessings are spiritual blessings. It can be the blessing of healing. It can be the blessing of wisdom. It can be the blessing of a learning experience. These whatever they are, when we talk about blessings, they are something that bless you, something that allow you to experience more in a positive way. The owl brings that in. And so, yes, and of course, this also does involve material blessings. And that's not to say that that doesn't come with the owl, but it is to say that the owl brings all kinds of unexpected blessings, and certainly with it a lot of wisdom. So let's get right into your spread. The one thing with these cards is they are difficult to shuffle because they're so big, but I do love them in any case. We're going to pull out 3 spreads for you this week, Taurus, excuse me. I just got done doing the Aries reading. Taurus, we're going to pull out 3 spreads for you. And these spreads are really intended to be for separate Aries, separate experience, but you may resonate with a portion of each of them, right? Or they may form a different picture for you. So let's just take a look at your first outlook for the week. And then we'll go on through to the other ones. All right, straight out. Your first one, you have the Chariot, the Magician, and the Lovers. Let me move that down a little bit. I want to see that out. Chariot, Magician, and the Lovers. Wow. So some of you coming into this week, you're working very much on laying groundwork for your future, for the next step, for the next path, right? The Chariot talks, a lot of times the Chariot is associated with motion, right? But traditionally, in the traditional tarot, we do talk about the Chariot also being that the planning for the path of the Chariot, right? Because the thing with the Chariot is once it engages, it will stay on its path. And really what we talk about here is the preparation that a lot of us want to put into place when the Chariot is coming into our lives. The preparation for a move or a change or some kind of, action about to happen in your life that's about to click you into a new sort of chapter, right? Or a new path, a new destination, what have you. In any case, this week, a lot of you, if you're resonating with this Taurus, you're kind of like either you're beginning or you're on the path already. You're feeling like you're very much on a very specific path to achieve something. You're coming into this week, and this is going to be a great week for you because you're resonating with Magician energy this week. So that means this is a week where you're going to have an up week, Taurus. You're going to have a week where everything's working out for you. Everything you touch is turning out good. You know, it's working. Your skills, you're tapping into all your skills in a very, very cohesive way to accomplish what you need to accomplish. So this is a very strong week for you. Certainly a strong week for reaffirming that you are indeed on the right path. And also kind of, I want to say, that kind of living in the moment when you're on a particular destined path or stage in your life or adventure, which is all what I associate with the Chariot. It's that feeling as well, like, oh, I'm really right in the middle of living my life. Like, I'm really just living what I want to be living. You know what I'm saying? That kind of awareness of, wow, this is my life and this is where I want to be. You round off your week with the Lovers. And that's quite interesting because for some of you, love is coming in. You have new love. Right? You have the owl with new blessings coming in and the phoenix talking about letting go of the past. So for some of you, by the end of the week, I'm going to say, rounding off the week, there is some kind of love connection that's coming in, or maybe even the inkling of a love connection. It could have been a previous connection that you had that was in separation coming back. Because the Lovers a lot of times talks about a relationship that's already been through a give and take and up and down, right? Because the Lovers is seeking harmony at the end of the day. And harmony is not a finite, it's not a static position. Harmony is not being in a static position of all the time being happy with each other. A harmony is something that gives and takes, and that's what makes it harmonic to each other. It's a wave, and it undulates and it changes. And so that's the energy of the Lovers. So I really wouldn't be surprised if this week for some of you, Taurus, you may be getting back together with somebody that you were in separation with that is indeed a strong love connection for you after having some heart-to-heart conversations. I mean, this week anyway, you're resonating with the Magician, so it's not like you can do any wrong. You know what I mean? It's like a good up week, and that could include possibly reconnecting after a separation from someone very, very special. Next up, we have Six of Swords, Queen of Swords, and Four of Pentacles. Well, I'm not surprised to see that Four of Pentacles there because everybody is concerned, right? And worried about finances. That's how you round off your week for some of you. But some of you are coming in this week with a Six of Swords. This is another six, right? So here we have another desire for harmony, moving towards harmonious relationships, right? Moving away. Here in this deck, it's called detachment. It's the card for detachment. But it is detachment, but it's detachment from strife and struggling and arguing and being around people that you're really not simpatico with. Remember, the last card was the Fifth of Swords, which is a battle, right? And so Six of Swords is a desire for detachment, but detachment from things that no longer serve you and really moving towards harmony, right? Because six is always the number of moving towards harmony. This is another reason I'm giving this deck away, because this is a very good deck for a beginner tarot reader to use. In any case, Six of Swords is movement. Maybe some of you are turning your back on certain areas in your life, right? Beginning to detach, beginning to turn away, maybe from certain relationships or certain areas in your life that just haven't been harmonious for you. And this week, you're coming into the week and your experiences this week, as after having made this decision, I'm going to say, you have certain experiences this week that make you resonate with that Queen of Swords. And it's like, not only have you detached, but now it's like, okay, well, nobody can mess with me now. I'm not going to play that role. I'm not going to play that game. Queen of Swords, yes, is about fairness and honesty. But the Queen of Swords, traditionally and in a deeper essence, is all about how honest she is with herself. Right? Being true to herself, being true to her emotions, and not playing a role or wearing a mask, right? But being honest with who she truly is and going out in the world with this energy. And so it's interesting that you come into the week with this strong desire to move away from certain things. And then certain experiences really force you to come out with a more even sort of, I want to say, not aggressive, but a more sort of vocal and outward kind of attitude. Like, look, um, I'm not going to be hanging out, or I'm not going to be doing this anymore. I don't want this connection. Like, I feel like some of you have made this decision here, but this week is going to be about you maybe vocalizing that or expressing that with people around you, right? And by the end of the week, though, you still worry about finances, right? Four of Pentacles. Here in this deck, it's called the card for greed. But greed and miserliness are just symptoms of fear. And Four of Pentacles is really the essence of fearing losing your financial stability. Whenever we fear losing what we've worked for, a lot of us will turn to being greedy and being miserly. But ultimately here, and Four of Pentacles has shown up a lot these last couple of weeks because everyone's worried about their financial stability right now. That's like not a surprise. So Four of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles keep showing up for people. But nevertheless, a lot of you in my readings are certainly having these spreads where you are finding harmony. A lot of you are coming together with lovers, family, and friends that may have been in separation. A lot of you are changing your outlook on life. You're reorientating yourself. It seems like a very big spiritual and emotional reset for a lot of you during this time, at least in my readings. All right, let's pull out your final spread. Taurus, we have Two of Pentacles. What did I say? I'm not surprised Two of Pentacles shows up. Two of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. The Hierophant. So this is what I'm talking about. The Four of Pentacles, chaotic energy, the having to juggle everything. Not everything is up in the air. And the only way to get through that right now, when your environment, your money, your finances, your stability are all kind of up in the air, you're juggling them, is to just remain flexible. And so in this deck, the card is called Flexibility. But just hang in there. And I call, I'm not surprised it came out. I called it because it has been just so constant this week, that card coming out in so many readings. Cross watchers on my channel, you will testify to this, that it has been showing up in a lot of readings. All right, so you come into the week, you're juggling a lot. You do have an Ace of Pentacles coming in for you. So this is a golden opportunity for you to come out right on top. So for some of you, Taurus, this week, abundance is opening up, and a blessing with that spirit of the owl is coming in the form of an opportunity for abundance, either money coming in. This kind of reminds me of the first spread, because some of you who are resonating with that first spread are doing awesome this week with that magician energy. Everything's working out. Right? So again, some of you Taurus, again, not surprised to see a Pentacles spread for you anyway, because Taurus, you guys are all about your coin this year. You round off the week with the Hierophant, and this is just a redoubling of your commitment to your spiritual center, your moral center, and everything that you believe in, because I think that what happens this week, your faith is reaffirmed. I'm sure that a lot of you Taurus out there, because of this struggle with the Two of Pentacles, this constant juggling and worrying, some of you have Four of Pentacles over here, which is that fear of losing your stability. Nevertheless, you've been hanging in there. You've been continuing to work. You've been continuing to keep up that sort of stubborn Taurus attitude of like, well, fuck it. I'm going to work. I'm going to make sure I achieve what I want to achieve, which, by the way, I love so much. I enjoy that. I found out over the years that I'm a Taurus rising, and it's like, it's one of the things that I really enjoy, investigating that side of myself. You guys really have this tenacity. And this week with this Ace of Pentacles coming in, it just feels to me that for a lot of you, it is kind of like, I want to say like the spirit of the owl in a sense coming into you to say, see that, it was worth the work. It was worth you carrying on. It was worth you continuing, because here now is your golden opportunity. Here now is your abundance coming in, right? Here now is you're starting to see the trickling in of everything that you had hoped that you would work for. And so I think by the end of the week, some of you double down on everything that you hold true, because that's what was pushing you to keep going anyway. And this week you get your reaffirmation. You get that blessing that you knew you would get. So it just only increases your faith. And so you round off the week with the Hierophant for some of you, with a really heightened sense and redoubling down of commitment to your faith and everything that you believe in. Very, very nice. Strong reading for Taurus. I'm going to leave it at that. This is your April 5th to the 12th weekly outlook. Please do not forget that this is the deck I'm giving away this month, the Beautiful Creatures Tarot deck. All you have to do to be eligible to win is to be subscribed on my channel and leave me a comment letting me know that you're interested. That's it. That's all you have to do. All right, guys. Let me know how you enjoyed the new spread. Let me know if you enjoy me using these cards. I want to use them in this week's weekly so that you guys can see me using them and see, you know, what they look like. They're very nice. I love them. So in any case, guys, Taurus, have a wonderful week. I love you so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you enjoyed this video. But for right now, guys, I'm going to sign off, take a little break, and then I'm going to be back with the Gemini reading for April 5th to the 12th. Love you all. Bye-bye.